MLK, what would he say? Don't erase our public space. MLK, what would he say? Don't erase our public space. MLK, what do you say? Don't erase our public space. MLK, what do you say? Don't erase our public space.
So they're closing the library at 5:30 for 3 years to renovate it. We want a renovation, but they've had 3 years, and we've been reminding them periodically. Hundreds of homeless folks use this library every day as a safe refuge, safe space to do research, get on the computers, look for jobs, do interviews, whatever, to subsist, to be. And now we won't have this space for 3 years. So over the last several years, we've been asking, can we form a working group? Can we form some kind of communications? Oh, no, don't worry, we got it. We're thinking about here, we're doing this and that. And then here we are, yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm still looking for the plan, and so I had to put out a press release saying, there's still no plan. The day after, then all of a sudden a one-page plan comes out. The one-page plan becomes very obvious that there's going to be no downtown interim services for hundreds of people that use it. And we're talking about homeless folks, and they don't care.
The homeless are now getting pushed out to Northeast. The government has come through and created alternative services. We don't yet know if they're sufficient. We don't yet know if folks are going to choose to use them because they're so far out. The Adams Day Shelter is in Northeast off of New York and Avenue and Bladensburg Road. And then also there's the Dorothy Height Benning Library. They're going to get dropped off there. And people who used to come and get dropped off right here by the library are going to have to change their routine. We don't know how many are going to choose to change their routine. If you're going to have a lot of folk outside. Something else is that they could have waited another month or two to close the library. We're in the middle of hypothermia season. We had a very warm February, and I was loving it. But in early March, it's getting cold. And the city goes to great lengths to create a hypothermia plan for the homeless. And yet they did this major screw up where they closed the library in the middle of hypothermia season, and now we have to figure out where the homeless are going to stay warm. My church is 4 blocks away at 1317 G Street. I connected DC government to Church of the Epiphany, and my church is going to open up their space for people to get warm and use the bathroom and that kind of thing. I also told DC government about Asbury UMC, United Methodist Church, on 11th and K, and they're talking with that church about helping to mitigate the issues. So they are still working on it, and I will be fair. I criticize the government when they make missteps, but there's a woman named Kathy Harris who's been working for DC government since September of 2016, and so this library plan has been talked about for years and years. And in the last 6 months, she gets hired, and then in the last 2 months, she gets told, deal with the homeless transition. That was unfair to her, and so I will say that much. But D.C. government as a whole, Department of Human Services as a whole, has really dragged their tail and not done enough soon enough. And the homeless only in less than 2 weeks have been given information about alternatives, and some of them may not have heard. I think some folk may come down at 12:30, 1 o'clock tomorrow, expecting to come in and not be able to get in. And my concern is not just that they find out late, but also that they may not know where to go as an alternative.
Do you think that other branches are going to be able to absorb the displacement?
No, I visit other branches from time to time. I go to the Shaw Library. Sometimes I go to the Northwest One Terrell Library sometimes, and I see where they're saturated already. So somewhere between 150, 200 homeless people can be in here on a busy day, and if 15 of them go to each of these alternative libraries, then there's going to be nowhere to sit. And so those libraries are going to be overburdened. The library actually did more than Human Services to prepare for this closure, as far as the homeless are concerned. The library reached out to branch libraries and said the homeless are coming, and they did sensitivity trainings, and the library is going to take some of their services outside of the library into the shelters and accommodate the homeless there at the shelters. And I laud the library for that. When you do something good, I like to say that too. And so the library got their act together before Human Services did in terms of helping the homeless.
Computers.
So the Adams Day Center in Northeast, they're going to add more computers. I told DHS that they should ask the library for some computers because these computers are not going to be doing anything for 3 years. And they're going to be outdated by the time you start them back up. But I'm not sure if that's where they're going to get them from. But DC government, DHS, has said that they will add computers to the Adams Day Shelter. And they're going to extend the hours as well. It's currently 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. They're going to make it 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. They're rearranging the free homeless shuttle. It won't stop here by the library anymore for the obvious reason. They're going to stop by my church 4 blocks down. They're going to also stop at the Adams Day Shelter more frequently. And so that they are coming through. It's better late than never.
Hey man, what's the plan? The homeless matter.
Now you're going to have neighborhood libraries overwhelmed. You're going to have other spaces overwhelmed with folks that they may not be trained to work with like they are down here. Benning is where they're pushing everybody. It's like that's already a busy library. Like I can't imagine. This is like a guaranteed. Come on in, welcome. Welcome to the safe space. Like there's no. And the fact that no plan exists shows that the officials, the leadership here in the city really do not care.